Hello everyone and welcome to Power Skills Training Level 2 where we talk about thinking as a skill. So far we explored self-image, different strategies which we can use to transform our self-image and improve our confidence. We explored critical thinking through the concepts of slow and fast thinking, deep and shallow thinking, and now we're going to talk about creativity. Before I dive into creativity and your creative challenge, there are a couple of things that I would like to stress out. First of all, this program is not a substitute for therapy. So if you feel you need to work on your self esteem seriously, I suggest that you go to a therapist who is a psychologist with university education. Please use your critical thinking skills and don't go to someone who did 2 weeks of whatever online course. And also, I would like to point out that developing critical thinking skills is a lifelong effort. And I hope that when you get to the end of this level, you would have chosen a practice, ritual, or protocol to improve your thinking skills, and you would have put significant effort in at least one challenge in order to develop your deep thinking skills. Why am I saying this right before we talk about creativity? A lot of people see creativity, and I believe it's also depicted in such way in pop culture and in movies, like you're under a shower and the great idea comes out of nowhere. Okay, the great idea doesn't come out of nowhere. Nowhere. The great idea comes from your mind. And the great idea comes from the content of your mind. If you have read one book in your life, yes, you might get a great idea, but it's unlikely. If you have read 10 books in your life, yes, you might get a good idea, but it's unlikely. If you've read 100 serious books in your life, you might become a serial innovator. Now, I believe a lot of people still hold the concept that creativity is something that you're born with. And yes, this is partially true. Yes, some people are more creative than others. However, even with people who have aptitude for creativity, the input output relationship is still there. So, the better input you have in terms of books, podcasts, discussions, conversations, the more creative output. And I cannot stress this enough because I see so many innovation courses and so many creativity programs which focus so much on different techniques and practices, forgetting that your output is dependent on the input. And of course, the process matters too. When we speak about creative thinking is usually the balance between relaxed, daydreaming state and intense focus and deep work. So, usually, those creative ideas come in the shower or come when you're laying on the beach because your brain needs this relaxed and chill moment, time to rewire and to connect different ideas and concepts. So, creativity has two main ingredients. The first one is daydreaming, relaxed time, and the second one is deep focused, deep thinking, slow thinking moments. And it's very difficult to say this is what you need to do to improve your creativity, which is why I won't go there. But there is one thing that I deeply, well, actually two things that I deeply believe support creativity. The first one is having deliberate daydreaming moment. This is not deliberate daydreaming moment when you're thinking about, my best friend is so much more successful than me. I wonder how much money she's making. I wonder how she landed this job. Or I wonder if this guy is going to text me. Why is he not texting me? Okay, this is not daydreaming. This is completely spam thinking. It has zero value to your life, and it's the type of thinking which will make you stupider, less happy, less successful, out. Daydreaming is a time when you're relaxed, and you just allow ideas to come to you. And so, because it's so difficult to do daydreaming, what I suggest is to go for a walk. And it's not me who suggests this, pretty much every creativity expert suggests this. But if you want to have semi-structured or deliberate daydreaming times, go for a walk. It's good because you're outside and that's good for your health, and it's good for your brain and for your creativity. So if you were about to cultivate creativity, one way you can do it is have deliberate daydreaming times where you walk, but you don't flush your mind with social media kind of thoughts. You allow yourself to think about different questions related to your industry or to your field. So this is number one. And number two is to have deliberate deep thinking and deep work blocks, because the more your mind is practicing its muscles, the more your mind is develop its muscles, the better this will pair with the creative moment and produce something innovative and great. I'm not going to spend more time on creativity for two reasons. Number one, I believe we already covered a lot of important things in self image and critical thinking. Number two, the core idea of creativity is daydreaming plus intense thinking moments, and there's not much more to say. And also, I would like right now to make an invitation to invite you to do the creative challenge in this lesson, in the workbook, and in your module. Because creativity, it's not something that we talk about, it's something that we do. And I would like us to get to more doing right now. So do your creative challenge and submit it. I cannot wait to see your assignments for this one.